There's one more clarification about travel insurance and the return ticket requirement. This is from the Immigration Advisory, but there's a lot of misunderstanding, and I can understand why. Stay with me, we'll talk about it. I had several questions from people who said, gee, you know, I'm married to a Filipina, but we are separated, not separated, but we are not together in traveling back to the Philippines. I'm traveling alone. And let's say I'm an American or an overseas person. Do I still need travel insurance, medical coverage for COVID-19 or a return ticket? Because if I were traveling with my wife, I will not be required that. So why should I be required now? That is the question. Let us take a look at the Immigration Advisory. This is the advisory from the Bureau of Immigration as it relates to 165C, 165D, etc., etc. And that has something to do with travel insurance and such. It says right here that with travel insurance for COVID-19 treatment costs that will be required with a minimum coverage of $35,000 for the duration of stay in the Philippines and a valid onward or return ticket for nationals from visa-free country, 408 countries, not later than 30 days, and for nationals from visa-required countries, not later within the maximum allowable stay. That's required, right? But then down here is the exception. Let's take a look at it. The following are exempted from the travel insurance and return ticket requirement. 1. Foreign spouses and or children of Filipino citizens. 2. Former Filipino citizens with balikbayan privilege under Republic Act number 9174, including their spouse and or children who are traveling with them. And 3, foreign nationals with valid immigrant visa or non-immigrant visa except 9A visa holders and all special visa issued by the Bureau of Immigration. Now, there are two things here with respect to the balikbayan. A balikbayan, to be able to take advantage of the benefit, will have to be traveling together. That means if you're traveling together with a Filipino spouse, you'll be able to stay up to 1 year. That's balikbayan. That is separate from the travel insurance and the return ticket. Okay? It says here, those people traveling with a spouse, the balikbayan, are exempt. But the first one says, foreign spouses and or children of Filipino citizens, period. To clarify this, they should have said, foreign spouses and or children of Filipino citizens, whether or not they're traveling with them. That would have clarified it. Because as soon as you say foreign spouses and all children of Filipino citizens, that sort of presumes it's balikbayan. And that is where the misunderstanding is. But the second one defines the true balikbayan when they are traveling with a Filipino spouse. So, if you're not traveling with a Filipino spouse, so you may have to enter as a 9A visa-free, right? And normally, 9A, as you can see in 3, they will be required. But if you can show, let's say, a marriage certificate or a birth certificate that you are a balikbayan by that definition, although you're not balikbayan for purpose of entry, you do not need travel insurance, nor do you need a return ticket. Okay? If you're traveling with a spouse, I'm repeating here, if you're traveling with a spouse, you're a balikbayan, you don't need it. If you're not traveling with a spouse, you cannot enter as a balikbayan with 1 year, right? So you'll have to come in on a 30-day visa free, and hopefully change that once you get to the Philippines. But as a visa free, or let's say you traveled with a 9A visa, let's say you got a 9A visa. Well, 9A visa is required except you're a balikbayan, but you're not traveling with your wife. So you present your marriage certificate, or in the case of a child, the birth certificate, and a proof that your Filipina wife is in the Philippines. You have a passport and birth certificate or whatever you need, then you do not need travel insurance, nor do you need return ticket. The other exception here is foreign nationals with valid immigrant visa, non-immigrant visa, except 9A visa holders and all special visas issued by the Bureau of Immigration or competent, there goes the word again, competent Philippine government agencies. So 9A is the only one that would be required to have that visa. So SRRV 13A visa, you can go in with no travel insurance or return ticket requirement. All right. Now, just to confirm this, another vlogger, Jennifer Terry, did call or get in touch with the immigration office, and let me show you what they said.
This was clarified today by the Bureau of Immigration. At 10:38 a.m., they told me, only if under balikbayan visa, you are exempted from travel insurance. Then 10 minutes later, they said, apologies, per latest travel guidelines, return ticket and insurance may be waived upon presentation of apostilled or PSA-issued marriage certificate. So for foreign spouse and children of Filipinos, just show marriage certificate or birth certificate for you to be exempted from having insurance and return ticket if you are traveling alone without the Filipino principal. No need to show travel insurance.
Well, that is what caused the confusion. So Jennifer also had a lot of questions, I guess, regarding that. And so she contacted the immigration office, and the immigration office did confirm what I just said, that only 9A visa holders are the ones required. Those who are coming in as part or spouse of a balikbayan, or those who are balikbayan by their own right, are not subject to it. So I hope this clarifies that. I too was confused initially because I read it the same way as everybody else did, but apparently not. And it's very clear. They did say, period. On that first provision, they said, period. They should have said whether or not traveling with their Filipina spouse. Okay, please do share this with others, and hopefully this would help clarify the issue. So that's a little bit of good news. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll appreciate it if you click like, and if you do subscribe to my channel unless you have already done so. That will help me a lot. Thank you, God bless, and make it a great day.